Jump Force is a highly anticipated 3-on-3 tag team fighting game that will be released in 2019, and it features the characters from the various manga series and Weekly Shonen Jump. It's kind of a big deal. While Jump Force is a fighting game, there have been a few theories circulating about what the game will entail, and how all of these characters and their stories will tie into one another. A lot about the game is still unknown. What we do know is that the worlds of all these franchises are merging together for mysterious reasons, and that the heroes of these worlds must work together to stop it from happening. So yeah, left us with a lot of questions. So today we're jumping into hypothetical land and trying to answer some of those questions with our list of the top 10 Jump Force fan theories. But before we begin, major thank you to the sponsor of this video, Wix. Wix is an awesome website that lets you build your own website. Now if you've always thought that you don't really have a need for a website, maybe reconsider that opinion. In our technology-driven world, putting your voice out there, regardless of whatever you do or whatever you love, a website is so essential to creating an online persona that's accessible globally. Wix allows you to create whatever kind of website you'd like. It takes care of all the heavy lifting, like reliable hosting, to keeping your website safe and secure. It also offers mobile support, so you can take your original masterpiece and easily adapt it to a mobile-friendly version too. I actually have my own website that I built with Wix, which I use to highlight my film directing, and it was a total blast to make. So definitely head on down to the video description below to find out more about Wix and how you can make your own website. Alright, fan theory time. Starting us off at number 10, the Emperor of the Universe. One fan theory speculates that the big baddie of the game will be Dragon Ball Z villain Frieza. Now if you're unfamiliar with the character, Frieza was the Emperor of Universe 7, which is the universe in which the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z stories take place. He had a whole imperial army, and he's the one responsible for almost exterminating the Saiyan race. He's also technically the catalyst of the entire series' narrative. It's because of Frieza's actions that Goku ended up on Earth in the first place, and it's the battle between the two of them that leads Goku to first transforming into his Super Saiyan form. So this theory suggests that Frieza will be up to no good in Jump Force. Why would he not? He's never not been an antagonist. Even at the end of Dragon Ball Super, he still sticks to being evil. In the trailer, we see him stirring up some trouble too, and we see Goku, Naruto, and Luffy fight back against him. This has led some to believe that he'll be the main villain in the story mode, and that he'll recruit other forces of evil to take on the heroes of these universes. This is because he declares himself as being the Emperor of the Universe. So hey, maybe he has a scheme to attempt to really achieve that title once and for all. Up next at 9, the characters. While this isn't a theory per se, it's one of the most discussed topics when it comes to Jump Force. Who else will be in the game? Fans are hoping that the characters from My Hero Academia and Assassination Classroom will be involved, and characters from many other series too. Some believe that Asta from Black Clover will appear since it's currently running in Shonen Jump, and would be a popular choice. There's also been talk about whether or not any characters from Yu-Gi-Oh! Would appear in the game, although that might be tough to integrate into the gameplay. But perhaps Yami Yugi will follow suit with the way that Pokemon Trainer is depicted in Super Smash Bros. I mean, Blue Eyes White Dragon would be pretty dope to see make a cameo at least. Moving on to number 8, other planets. The newest trailer for Jump Force depicted a new stage on the planet Namek. This has led some fans to speculate that the action won't just take place on Earth, that we'll see the characters traveling through dimensions to one another's worlds. But does that serve a narrative purpose? Do our heroes need to collect resources from their own worlds as part of a plan to stop the merging of their universes? Well, either that, or these are just simply the arenas that the game boasts, and aren't necessarily tied in narratively. But the former would be the cooler option. And at number 7, sports characters. In an interview with the game's producer Koji Nakajima, it was revealed that there is a small likelihood that sports manga characters will appear in the game. He said, I quote, "The story is set in New York, so adding in sports manga characters is a bit difficult. It's mainly battle manga characters." But he also threw in this statement at the end of his answer. I quote, "I guarantee there will be characters that surprise everyone." So naturally this led to some speculation as to how some of the more popular sports manga characters from Weekly Shonen Jump will be integrated. From brief cameos to comic relief, it seems that most people think that their role will be minimal, and not really impact the main storyline, but rather will be more so support characters throughout the game's plot. Which sports characters do you guys think will weasel their way in? Let us know in those comments below. Moving on to number 6 is Goku BORUTO. He's not. But oh, the lulz. For those of you not getting the joke here, Boruto is the son of Naruto, who came to be when a spin-off was requested of the hit show and manga. And what did they decide to call his kid? Boruto. The laziest name they could have chosen. We know that Naruto is pre-Boruto in the game, so maybe we'll get a mega twist here and it'll be revealed that the franchises actually have ties, with Goku being Boruto. Goruto. Boruto. Goku Boruto? Goku Burrito? I'm sorry, that won't happen. But if Boruto is integrated into it, I'm sure there will be a more subtle way than making Goku him. Moving on to number 5, the villain. As we mentioned in the Emperor of the Universe theory, it's a little unclear who the main villain of the game will be. There's been a lot of speculation as to who could fit the role based on who the biggest bads are across these various Shonen Jump universes, but this theory suggests that it'll be none of them. Instead, it'll actually be a brand new villain, created solely to bridge these franchises franchises together. It doesn't seem like an impossible idea, but it is a risky move if it does prove to be true. If done poorly, the reaction from the fans could be savage, but if done correctly, well, hey, could be super interesting. Up next, number 4, Death Note. When Jump Force was first announced, many a fan wondered if Death Note characters would be playable in the game. The trailer featured a shot of Light and Ryuk looking over the battle-torn city. Considering what Light Yagami is capable of doing with his abilities, it didn't seem like there would be any way to include the character into the fighting aspect of the game. But in terms of the story, the game's producer Koji Nakajima has actually hinted to Light playing a significant role, teasing that the plot thickens when they become involved. I quote, "Ryuk from Death Note isn't a playable character, because if he writes names into the Death Note, people die, right? He'd be too strong. The background of the story is that the real world and Jump's world is merging together for unknown reasons, and the heroes need to stop this from happening. The Death Note characters have to do with the background, which also means they will show up in the story." Now, some people have speculated that they'll be manipulating events, all based off of that singular shot in the trailer, as if them looking over the city is some sort of sign of them having power over what's going on. Considering Light is incredibly intellectual, it's not impossible, and in Death Note he's shown he's capable of manipulating and tricking others, including cooking up an elaborate plan to force the Death God to sacrifice herself so that he could take down his rival. Not an easy feat. There's also the 23-day rule. When someone's name is written down, committing them to their doom, Light is capable of manipulating their actions in the 23 days leading up to their death, meaning he may use this trick in order to sacrifice others to save the planet, and the various dimensions that have been pulled into it. Some have even speculated that he'll actually be the villain of the game. Moving on to number 3, someone will die. This theory ties in with our last theory concerning Death Note. It speculates because of the Death Note's involvement, we'll see the death of one of the iconic characters featured in the game. Now, it makes sense. Death is sort of their whole shtick, isn't it? That being said, it seems more plausible that it'll be a villain who bites the dust rather than a hero, unless the game will attempt to tug on all of our heartstrings. Plus, we've seen characters who are included in the game die before. Death isn't really that big of a deal for our pal GOKU now, is it? That being said, he is in a different dimension, so maybe death has more consequences here. But what do you guys think? Who do you think risks the chance of getting dead? Give us a shout in those comments below and let us know your thoughts. And at 2, the God Tree. In Naruto, there's something called a God Tree. It's a gigantic tree that grows by absorbing blood soaked into the ground over the course of time. Humans worship it as a sacred pillar that extended into the heavens and remains ambivalent to all conflict. In the Jump Force trailer, there are tree roots that appear to be bursting through the city landscape. This has spawned a theory that a God Tree seed is somehow planted on Earth and is sapping energy from Earth's inhabitants, and that perhaps one of the villains in the game will go around and slaughter humans in order to feed it for some grander purpose. But as some people have pointed out, humans and planet Earth would likely not satisfy the tree's chakra cravings, hence why there's been a ploy to transport all of the various Shonen Jump heroes to Earth and then kill them there so that the tree will be worthwhile. A little dark, but totally believable. And at number 1, the OTSUTSUKI clan. This theory is conjoined with our last one concerning the God Tree roots. In the Jump Force trailer, we can see the amalgamation of various items from different Shonen Jump franchises, including Frieza's spaceship and the Thousand Sunny ship from One Piece. But there's something interesting that these two ships have in common that got some fans thinking. They both appear as if they've crash landed, rather than if they arrived to invade planet, or intentionally got to Earth via their own devices. So what if someone opened up portals between the dimensions and pulled all of these characters in? Who has the ability to do that? Now in Naruto, there's an ancient clan called the OTSUTSUKI clan, who are horned celestial beings. One of them arrived on Earth a millennium ago, which led to lasting influence over humankind, including being the catalyst of the shinobi. The members of the clan travel throughout dimensions seeking worlds to cultivate with the God Tree, harvesting the God Tree's fruit in order to use its chakra to gain power and feed their own life force. So could it be that a member of the clan has settled on Earth to harvest a tree? It's worth noting that Naruto uses the 6-path sage mode in the trailer, which was essential in defeating Kaguya, so it seems likely that the clan will at least make an appearance in the game, even if they aren't the main antagonist. Alright, there we have it friends, which of these theories do you think has a chance of being real? Give us a shout in those comments below. Plus, let us know if you have any fan theories of your own that you want to share. Also, once more, big thanks to Wix for sponsoring this video. You can find out more about their awesome website services in the video description below. If you dug this video, show us some love, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Top 10 Gaming for more video game lists, news, highlights, theory videos, and more. We also live stream every Tuesday and Thursday typically at 3 PM Eastern Time, so head on over to our channel and join us. In the meantime though, thanks for watching everybody. I'll catch you all in the next video.